Cultural Crossroads, Chaeun Wu and Moon Jae Young Sichuan to Seoul journey shapes a multicultural hit. I cannot generate an image of it directly. Here is the article. Cultural Crossroads, Chaeun Wu and Moon Jae Young Sichuan to Seoul journey shapes a multicultural hit. In the vibrant tapestry of global entertainment, the fusion of diverse cultural influences often leads to captivating and universally appealing narratives. A compelling illustration of this is the hypothetical collaboration between South Korean stars Chaeun Woo and Moon Jae Young, reimagined here with a shared background rooted in Sichuan, China, before their fictional paths converged in the dynamic city of Seoul. This shared heritage, coupled with their established on-screen chemistry and individual star power, could form the bedrock of a highly successful multicultural project, resonating with audiences across borders by exploring themes of identity, belonging, and the unique bond formed through shared experiences in a new cultural landscape. Fictional echoes of Sichuan in the Seoul spotlight, imagining their journeys. While Chaeun Woo and Moon Jae Young are both prominent South Korean actors without known roots in Sichuan, for the purpose of this narrative, let us imagine a backstory where both spent formative years in the Sichuan province of China. Sichuan, with its rich cultural heritage, distinctive cuisine, and vibrant traditions, could have instilled in them a unique perspective that sets them apart in the homogeneous landscape of the South Korean entertainment industry. Imagine Chaeun Woo, known for his striking visuals and multifaceted talents as an actor and singer, having spent his early childhood immersed in the bustling energy of a Sichuanese city. Perhaps he learned Mandarin as his first language, developed a fondness for the region's spicy cuisine, and absorbed aspects of Sichuanese culture that subtly influence his demeanor and approach to his craft. His eventual move to Seoul, while driven by his burgeoning entertainment career, would then represent a significant cultural transition, a navigation between the familiar comforts of his upbringing and the demands of a new social and professional environment. Similarly, picture Moon Jae Young, celebrated for her compelling performances and intellectual depth, also having her foundational years shaped by the cultural nuances of Sichuan. Perhaps her family emphasized the region's literary traditions or artistic expressions, fostering in her a nuanced understanding of storytelling and character development. Her journey to Seoul, possibly at a later stage, could have involved its own set of adjustments, as she integrated her Sichuanese background with the cultural norms and artistic expectations of the South Korean entertainment world. This fictional shared history, while not based on reality, provides a compelling foundation for a multicultural narrative. It allows us to explore the subtle ways in which their imagined Sichuan roots might influence their fictional lives in Seoul, creating a unique layer of depth to their characters and their potential on-screen dynamic. The conception of a multicultural hit, fictional characters bridging cultural divides. Envision a fictional project where Chaeun Woo and Moon Jae Young play characters who, unbeknownst to each other initially, share a common Sichuanese heritage. Perhaps they meet in Seoul, their initial interactions colored by the subtle differences in their upbringing and their individual adaptations to Korean culture. As their relationship develops, perhaps through a chance encounter, a professional collaboration, or even a shared social circle, hints of their shared past begin to emerge. A familiar phrase, a shared cultural reference, or a mutual appreciation for a specific aspect of Sichuanese tradition could serve as the catalyst for the revelation of their common roots. The narrative could then explore how this shared background influences their bond. Do they find an immediate sense of kinship and understanding? Do their different experiences of navigating Korean culture, despite their common origin, lead to interesting points of conflict or contrasting perspectives? The Seoul setting would provide a vibrant backdrop for their evolving relationship, showcasing the interplay between their inherent Sichuanese identity and their adopted Korean lifestyle. The story could delve into the challenges of maintaining cultural identity in a new environment, the complexities of cross-cultural communication even with a shared heritage, and the unique comfort found in connecting with someone who understands a fundamental part of your past. Imagine the richness of incorporating subtle cultural elements into the narrative. Perhaps their characters bond over memories of Sichuanese festivals, the distinct flavors of the cuisine, or the nuances of the Sichuan dialect. These small details, woven into the fabric of the story, could add a layer of authenticity and resonance for audiences familiar with Sichuanese culture while offering a fascinating glimpse into it for those who are not. Forging a fictional bond through shared heritage and soul experiences. In this fictional scenario, the actor's portrayal of these characters would be enhanced by the imagined shared history. Their on-screen chemistry, already evident in their separate projects and previous collaborations, if any, in other fictional contexts, could be further amplified by the underlying connection of their characters' shared past. They could draw upon this imagined common ground to create a nuanced and believable portrayal of a bond that transcends mere acquaintance, rooted in a deeper understanding of shared cultural experiences. Their characters' journey in Seoul could also reflect the challenges and triumphs of adapting to a new culture. They might encounter misunderstandings due to language barriers, even if both primarily speak Korean, navigate different social customs, or grapple with feelings of nostalgia for their homeland. Their shared Sichuanese background could provide a source of mutual support and understanding as they navigate these experiences together, strengthening their bond and adding depth to their relationship. Fictional thematic explorations and narrative possibilities. This hypothetical multicultural project offers a fertile ground for exploring various themes. The narrative could delve into the complexities of identity and belonging for individuals who have lived between two cultures. It could examine the nuances of cultural assimilation and the importance of preserving one's heritage in a globalized world. The story could also explore the unique bonds that can form between people who share a common cultural background, even when their life experiences have diverged. Narrative possibilities are equally abundant. The project could be a heartwarming romantic drama where their shared past creates an unbreakable connection. It could be a coming-of-age story where they help each other navigate the challenges of adapting to life in Seoul while staying true to their roots. It could even be a compelling mystery where their shared cultural understanding becomes crucial in solving a complex puzzle. The universal appeal of fictional multicultural connections. Even though rooted in a fictional premise, a project featuring Chaeunwoo and Moon Jae-young as characters with a shared Sichuanese past navigating life in Seoul holds significant potential for global appeal. Their well-established chemistry from True Beauty provides the perfect foundation for a new, more mature, and culturally rich narrative. Let's delve deeper into the specific, catchy scenes and emotional beats that would make this a groundbreaking drama. This story is not just a romance, it's a journey of self-discovery, cultural reclamation, and the beautiful, complex dance between two different worlds. The first encounter, a melody of memory. The drama opens not in Seoul, but with a flashback to a bustling alleyway in Chengdu. A young Minute Jun, Chaeunwoo's character, is watching his grandmother perform a traditional Sichuan opera, her voice a mesmerizing blend of strength and sadness. Across the alley, a young Ji-hai, Moon Ga-young's character, is trying to perfect a difficult cello piece, her brow furrowed in concentration. The lyrical, high-pitched notes of the opera and the deep, melancholic tones of the cello create an unexpected harmony. They don't meet, but their sounds intertwine, a fleeting, beautiful moment that foreshadows their future. Years later, in a modern-day Seoul music conservatory, the now famous pianist and composer Minute Jun is a national icon. He's at the pinnacle of his career but feels an unexplainable creative void. Meanwhile, Ji-hai is a talented, but struggling, cellist who has just returned to Seoul after years abroad, her family having moved to the US from China before she moved back to Korea. They are brought together when they are chosen to collaborate on a new, experimental piece for a major arts festival. Minute Jun is impressed by her technique, but senses a lack of emotional depth in her playing. The first truly catchy scene is their first creative conflict. Minute Jun wants to incorporate a traditional Korean folk melody, while Ji-hai argues for a more modern, global sound. The tension is palpable. Frustrated, Ji-hai puts down her cello and hums a simple, haunting tune from her childhood. It's the same Sichuan folk lullaby from the first article, a melody she can't place but that has always been a part of her. The moment Minute Jun hears it, he freezes. His carefully constructed professional facade cracks, and a flood of childhood memories rushes back. "Where did you learn that?" he asks, his voice barely a whisper, the first genuine emotion he has shown. That shared, unconscious musical memory is the key that unlocks their connection, a bridge between their seemingly disparate worlds. The second scene, a taste of home. As they begin to collaborate more closely, the narrative would use food as a powerful metaphor for their shared identity. In a light-hearted yet poignant scene, Minute Jun takes Ji-hai to a fancy, upscale restaurant to celebrate a breakthrough in their music. But the food, a fusion of Korean and Chinese, feels sterile and inauthentic to him. He can't explain why, but it leaves him feeling empty. The next day, as an act of silent apology and a step towards deeper understanding, Ji-hai invites him to her small, modest apartment. The air is thick with the rich, spicy aroma of mapo tofu being cooked with authentic Sichuan peppercorns she imported herself. He takes a bite, and the complex flavors, the fiery heat, the unique numbing sensation, and the rich, savory depth bring tears to his eyes. It's not just food, it's a living memory of a place and a time he thought he had lost. He looks at her, and for the first time, he sees not just a talented colleague, but someone who understands him on a fundamental level. In that moment, the sterile, perfect life he built in Seoul feels less important than the messy, vibrant memories of his past. This scene would be a feast for the senses, emphasizing how something as simple as a home-cooked meal can represent a profound connection and the feeling of coming home. The third act, reclaiming identity. The climax of their creative journey, and their personal one, would be their performance at the festival. Instead of the planned piece, they secretly decide to perform a new composition they've written together, an audacious blend of traditional Korean instruments, the cello, and the powerful, soulful melodies of Sichuan folk music. The final scene of their performance would be a visual and auditory masterpiece. The stage is dimly lit, with a single spotlight on them. Minute Jun begins to play a soft, melancholic melody on the piano, a tune that incorporates the Sichuan lullaby. Ji-hai's cello joins in, its deep, resonant tones filling the auditorium. The music builds in intensity, a dialogue between their individual instruments and their shared heritage. As the climax approaches, a projector behind them displays old, grainy footage of Sichuan bamboo forests, bustling tea houses, and the faces of people from their shared past. They don't need words. The music tells their story, the challenges of leaving home, the struggles of finding their place in a new culture, and the ultimate triumph of embracing their bicultural identity. As the final notes fade, the audience erupts in applause. But their eyes are only on each other. The music has not only healed their creative void but has also allowed them to fully embrace who they are. They are not just Korean, they are also from Sichuan. They are not just artists, they are cultural bridges. This final performance isn't just a concert, it's a bold declaration of self, a celebration of their unique, beautiful blend of worlds. This continuation emphasizes the sensory and emotional elements of the story, using food, music, and visuals to make the bicultural narrative feel personal and profound. It elevates the romance from a simple love story to a journey of two souls finding themselves